Christ. It's Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025. Starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hanna.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHANNA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
All right, let's clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakathum to all the Akim, Yahweh, Shemathim, Hashem, Yahushua, to all the Akwashim. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. If it's not in the Commander General YAHANNA, it's not the truth. All right. Let's do a mic check real quick. Get some ones in the chat if you can hear me perfectly. Give me some twos. Give me some twos if it's coming in distorted or we having an issue. All right. Before I'm gonna get started, hold on. That's it. Let me light this up right quick. Give me the light.
That's it. Give me the loop. Give me the loop. Give me the light. Give me the light.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me get this. Let me get it. Ooh, I just love that sound. I just love that sound. You know, I was having some issues. I had a lug nut that was stuck on my car. Right, I was trying to get it off. I couldn't get it off. Right? Went to a shop, mechanic, and they was like, "We're gonna have to torch it off."
What?
Right? So I looked it up how to do it. I'm telling you, if I had this in my house, I would have done it. I would have done it myself.
I'm about to say, save you a couple dollars, huh?
Yeah, save me a couple dollars. But you know what? Talk to my brothers, and they recommended, hey, all you gotta do is just go to the Northern Tribe. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the Northern Tribe, and they'll get that thing off. You know, like it's nothing. That was my problem because I went to Esau. You know what I'm saying? And Esau couldn't do it. Went to my brothers, and they was talking about, well, it was kind of stuck. We might gonna have to break it, break the piece off to it, right?
Yeah.
They worked their magic and just got it off. I'm like, come on, man.
Israel's
y'all trying to deport this,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The other and Esau was about to charge me, you know what I'm saying, to get it off. But my brothers, Northern Tribe brothers,
yep,
not only did not damage my stuff, my ride, but they got it off.
We
got it off, got it clean off, and didn't charge me nothing for it. Brotherhood is a weapon. They not even in the school, but they still my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Every time I got an issue, not every time I have an issue with my tires or whatever, I go to them. I've been going to them for years. And just cultivating relationships with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? It paid off. It paid off something serious. You know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with what we talk. I just had to, express some gratitude for the Northern Tribe that's out there that's hooking brothers up and taking care of brothers and whatnot, and not taking advantage.
Damn right.
Like Esau does. You feel me?
Damn right.
If anybody has any questions, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and type it in the chat. We're gonna get to them. We got any, or if you want to have any comments. Also, if anybody wants to, just feel froggy and jump on the call line, you can call us as well. Phone number is 202-989-1950. If you could, Brock, can you just open up a new tab and just open, log in over there.
What's the what was the name of it again?
Nah, it's bookmarks right there.
But audio conference.
Yep.
Okay.
Just click that, log in, everything is set up.
Log in.
Everything's set up. So if anybody wants to ask a question live, go ahead and just give us a call. 202-989-1950. 202-989-1950. All right.
Numbers on the screen.
Just dial that number. We're going to get into it. All right. Now, what we're going to talk about tonight, what's the title of the class?
Tonight, titles of the class is What Does a Real Man Look Like? Don't Be Fooled by Broken Woman, and hashtag Red Pill.
And Red Pill, exactly. Don't be fooled by these, your broken women that you want to know what sparked this? Let me tell you what sparked this. I saw this video of this sister talking about how she was up in some restaurant, not even a restaurant. She was just up in some fat food takeout place, whatever, right? She was getting her food. Some brother came in and paid for her food. And she was like, she expressed her interest in the brother, right? Mm-hmm. But as he was ordering his food, she knows what he ordered, right? And he had ordered some chicken wings, not chicken wings, some chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And she was all the way turned off by this brother ordering chicken nuggets. She was all the way, turned off by this brother ordering chicken nuggets. I think she asked him, if he had any kids or anything. He was like, nah. So the chicken nugget was for him. She had the nerve to say, you know what I'm saying, that was a sassiness. She was like a grown man ordering chicken nuggets. How could you bring yourself, a grown man, to order some chicken nuggets? Like, are you serious? This is what some of these women are out here talking about. They're saying if some brothers laugh too hard or laugh too loud or laugh a certain way, it's sassy. If a brother corrects a woman, that's sassy. You know what I'm saying? Why are you arguing with a woman? I done heard a whole ton of different things, that classify men as being sassy, doing regular, ordinary, things that people have been doing forever. A man can't order chicken nuggets. A man can't laugh too hard or too loud or too long. You know what I'm saying? That makes him sassy. And if a man doesn't like something and he expresses himself like, hey, don't do this thing, don't do that thing, I don't like this, especially if he does it with a woman, he's too sassy. Put him out. Like, are you serious? Where is this coming from? I know you've heard of some of these things out here.
What we got?
How women are saying, they'll say some ridiculous things, like the chicken nugget thing, or if a man laughs, a certain way, or a certain if a man corrects a woman, he says
He says.
like this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Right. And what's crazy is that I know you've heard this before, where a woman would say, I want a man who's like, there's even a song about it, a man with sensitivity, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or a man who shares his feelings. In touch with his feminine side. In touch with his feminine side, yeah. Mm-hmm. They say they want this type of stuff. I seen A$AP Rocky give an interview. He was on Drink Champs today. Not today, but I just seen a clip today. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how he was basically boasting and bragging how he started the whole skinny jean fad.
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky.
But he beat a court case and get to talking crazy, huh?
But he was bragging. He was like, yeah, we started. It was me and my crew and all this. And he was like, what we did was we would go out and go to the women's section and buy these skinny, real skinny jeans. And then we will wear them because we got them from the women's section. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo.
Apparently there's something to
that's a flex. Mm-hmm. Like this is what you want people to know. You want people to know this stuff. That in order for you to get the look that you wanted to look was you had to go and get women's garments. You had to go get women's clothing and put them on. And how in the blue hell did that catch on? Yep. Now niggas is wearing purses.
Yep.
Wearing purses. I remember it was one time I was in Canada, and I was just talking about my disgust about how women, a men wears purses, and in comes this nigga with a purse. Like it was like on cue. And I guess Most High was like kind of testing me, like, well, let me test your gangster. I'm talking about this. What you gonna say now? So I was like, I had to say something. I was like, hey man, it was the first time I actually, like see someone who I can actually sit down and have a conversation with who had a purse. Everybody was just, just passerbyers and whatnot, right? So I was like, hey man, what's up with that? What's up with that purse?
Right.
Why you wearing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you carrying that makes you, want to have a purse? He looked me dead in the eye, and he said something that he thought was very profound and probably made me want to, take a second guess at, or what I was asking him. Mm-hmm. He said something along the lines was like, "Hey, it ain't about the purse, about what's in it.
Good night.
How much heat I'm holding in it."
Oh God.
And I'm looking at him like,
surely
this term wasn't in circulation at that time. I think Captain Zara, coined the term, and if not, Salakia, but right now I'm giving him the credit for it. But that's some real bitch nigga university stuff right there. Like, okay, you want me to be scared that you have a gun in a purse? Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You ain't popping the trunk.
Interesting.
You ain't going in the waistband. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't got nothing in your boot.
You ain't drawing from the hip.
You ain't shooting from the hip. Let me get to my purse, nigga.
So maybe go grab my purse.
Yo, it's in your purse, man. Your purse,
right? Your
purse. Anybody wear a purse around me, slack. Don't wear no purse around me.
Can't be trusted.
Don't wear no purse around me. Don't wear no purse around me. But we're gonna get to what a real man is. What does a real man look like? We're gonna go to a few places. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to a few places, and we're gonna see exactly how a real man conducts himself, how the way he acts around other men, how the way he acts around, if he has power or not. And we're gonna and in those examples, we're gonna get examples of real nigga university. I don't know who coined that. I think also Yatazar coined that. If I'm wrong, Salakia, But I believe he's the one who has that line of clothing out that we got. You know what I'm saying? RNU, Real Nigga University.
Yes, indeed. I thought it was Yatazar, but you might be. No. You're right. Yep.
It is also Yatazar.
I thought it was Yatazar, but it might be the brother that you just mentioned, if I'm correct.
I don't know who it is, but they in the school. Real Nigga University.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We got a clothing line out there. You know, jackets, sweaters, hoodies, t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? You go and find, you know, these this apparel and rock it if you a real nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
RNU, Real Nigga University. We're gonna get some examples of brothers that are, you know, have graduated from RNU, and we're gonna get some examples of some brothers who graduated from BNU. Y'all know what BNU stands for, right?
Shalom.
Shalom, yeah.
Took me a while because I'm far from it. I never attended that school.
Yeah. But we got anything online?
You do have participation online from the brothers and the sisters. You got a few check-ins. You know what I mean? Everything's looking to wild. No questions so far.
Most High in Christ. Let's start with Joshua 7.
All right.
Start with Joshua 7.
Joshua 7. Joshua chapter 7, verse.
Start at the top.
You got it. The buck. Good night. Salaki. The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. For Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebdiah, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
See right here, the very first thing it says, the children of Israel committed trespass against, committed trespass in the accursed thing, and then they went on to name one man, one BNU, one BN. You know what I'm saying? And who was the one who actually committed the trespass? And we all, got checked for it. We all got checked for it because of what one man did. You know what I'm saying? Khan. And then at the very last, sentence in the verse says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel because of what one man did. Let's see what this nigga did. Salaki, keep going.
Verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bethaven, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. Verse 3. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few.
So real quick, just let you know, we just came up out of captivity. We served out 40 years in the wilderness to get all the hard-headed, people up out of Israel. And then we cross over from the wilderness into the land that's flowing with milk and honey. And right now at this point in time, we're going on a cleansing tour, cleansing the land of all the filth that possess our land that was given to us by the Most High. So we're going from town to town, city to city, clearing these people out because it belongs to us, right? So we come upon this town, AI, this city, AI, and Joshua sent some scouts ahead to see what was going on in the city, right? When the report came back, it said we don't need to send everybody. Let's just send about 2,000 or 3,000, and we can conquer it all. Because up to this point, we won every single battle, every single battle. So it was no need to send the full force. There's no need to send the full force. Let's keep reading.
Verse 4. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai.
And they ran. It was only 3,000 men that went up into AI, but they went out running. All right, let's keep reading.
Verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men. For they chased them from before the gate even unto Shebarim, and smote them in the going down. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
God damn. Now we have a song in UPK. You know, we want no cowards in the camp.
Right.
Camp that'll let their colors fly.
Right.
You know, what does it mean to let their colors fly? What is, first of all, what is colors? Colors is a flag. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a flag and you letting it fly, if you like running with the staff with the flag and you're running, you'll see the colors, you know, the flag flying like that. Right. And when they said we don't want no cowards in the camp that'll let their colors fly, that means they're running away from battle, letting their colors fly. We don't want that. And why we don't want that? Because cowardice is contagious.
Right.
Cowardice is contagious. If you see some, and especially with black people, someone starts running, what's going to happen?
Everybody gonna start running.
Everybody gonna start running. You know what I'm saying?
No questions asked.
Yeah, no questions asked. They don't need no question.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't need no question. If the battle is that way, and we see people, our people running that way, you know what I'm saying? That's contagious. We can't have it. Just like it says right here, and they saw that the men's heart turned to water. Their heart turned to water. Like, damn. Let's keep reading.
Verse 6, and Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us?
So he's like, so this is where the real nigga university, comes in. Something went wrong, and where did he go? He went straight to the Most High. That's something that we need to do. That's something we need to turn back to. Damn right. Anything goes wrong, I stubbed my damn toe. Did I offend the Most High God? Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving down the road and I hit a pothole. Like, God damn. I offended the Most High somehow, some way. Mm-hmm. Most High Salakia. Whatever I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm repenting from that thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Anything that goes wrong, we need to evaluate what the hell that we did wrong. Right. And we need to get it right. So he goes straight to the Most High. Is like, hey, look, you got us about a captivity, crosses over the River Jordan, so you can so we can die by the hands of the Japanese. That's who the Amorites are. No, that's not Amorite. That's Ammonites. Amorites is some other heathen. Right? So you deliver us to the Amorites to destroy us? Keep reading.
Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan. O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies? So
yeah, what am I going to say when we running, you know what I'm saying? When we are letting our colors fly against the enemies. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Most High defeated the greatest nation on the earth at that point in time, which was Egypt, Mizraim. You know what I'm saying? And then we went out and started destroying everybody. We never tasted loss, defeat in battle since then. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 9, for the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall environ us around, so like us round, and cut off our name from the earth. And what will thou do until that great name? So
he's saying, and these stinking, dirty, filthy, disgusting, doo-doo eating, piss showering Africans are going to see this. They're going to surround us and they're going to destroy us until there is no more Israel. They're going to see that we ran from these stinking heathens, and then they're going to all come and fall on us. And then what's going to be your name? And then what's going to be your name, Most High? You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? What's going on? You had some?
Who is this? Joshua?
Yeah.
Trying to appease the Lord. Like, Lord, I mean, if you let them follow us, what they gonna say about you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like our enemies gonna say, hey, try to appease the Lord's wrath. Try to be Jake, man. You know, Jake got away with their words, man. Jake got away with their words.
Like, if you let us fall, man, they gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Told you
this God of theirs ain't nothing.
Right.
So what you gonna do?
Right.
What you gonna do, Most High? Right? Keep going.
Verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up. Wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face?
Like, man, get your ass. Get up.
Right.
Get up. Why you laying on your face? You know what I'm saying? Why you doing this? Keep reading.
Verse 11. Israel have sinned.
Hold on, Akana has sinned.
Israel have sinned.
Just one man.
Israel have sinned.
He said everybody has sinned. This is the reason why we need to be all up in each other's business, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the black community, we have a tendency of saying, you know, minding our business, or whatever happens in this house basically stays in this house. Don't bring other people's folks' business in here. That's their stuff. Let them handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Why? Because we're gonna end up like what's going to happen to Israel right here.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be each other's. I ain't gonna say safe space, but we need to be each other's. You know, we need to hold each other accountable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, you know, I mean, just think about it practically. Let's just think about it practically. A black man goes up and hits somebody. Well, okay, let me put it this way. I was in Esau's military, and we was stationed in Japan. And one time in particular, while I was there, now this type of stuff happened. You know, I heard about it happening a lot. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, right? I've heard about it happening over a lot. But this time, I actually, you know, it affected me.
Okay.
Right? One day, it was a regular old day. One of the other dudes went to base because we were staying, you know, somewhere else.
Right.
Went to base, and they got accosted, you know, pulled over by the police for something. And, you know, they basically like, hey, you know, get back. When they got back, they basically told us like, hey, don't go out, don't go nowhere. Everybody's on lockdown until, you know, further notice. It was like, what the hell's going on? Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing really happened. So we're not really watching, but nothing on the news said that, you know, something big was happening. It turned out that one of the service members, you know what I'm saying, beat and robbed an elderly woman. You know, stole her person and beat her down, beat her really, really down. She had to go to the hospital, almost killed her, right? So they got the description of who it was, and it was a U.S. military guy, and they didn't catch the person, right? So now they're looking for all Americans in Japan who basically fit the description.
Yep.
So anybody who was around, even and this happened, you know, an hour and a half away from where we were, but we had to stay our asses in on the inside because of what this knucklehead did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So imagine if someone was there with this dude and was like, hey, don't do this stupid stuff. just don't do it. Why? Because it's going to affect everybody. And lo and behold, it did affect everybody.
Right.
It affected everybody. So when somebody goes and robs somebody or goes and hits somebody or does some foolishness, and the description is a young black male, I'll make risk.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't do nothing.
He's at risk. He ain't do nothing. A black male, that's all they have. A black male from the age of 20 to 60. You know what I'm saying? From about 5'5" to about 6'6". 120 pounds to 330 pounds. That's damn near every black man right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we not in each other's business and be like, hey, don't do this. We shouldn't do this. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's go over here and think this out.
Think this out, about to say, think this through.
let's just think this through. We ain't gotta really do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If someone did say that with a con, be like, hey, we wouldn't have this story.
Yep.
But lo and behold, we do have this story.
Yep.
Let's keep reading.
Verse 11. Joshua chapter 7, verse 11. Israel have sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
So the Most High, because he entreated it to the Most High told him what was going on. This is what's happening. I told y'all not to do something. Somebody did it and distributed amongst themselves. Now, the Most High could have just easily said, hey, it was that nigga over there. Go in his thing and see what he did. But the Most High is allowing Joshua to be a, you know what I'm saying, to be a leader and a real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And do some sort of investigation and see who did this thing, right? Let's keep reading.
Verse 12. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except you destroy the accursed thing among you.
So he's like, y'all ain't gonna win no more battles. Y'all ain't gonna eat no more. Anybody you ever seen? This may be a bad example, but
Okay, let's see.
You ever see Paid in Full?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the scene where it's the three of them, Ace, Mitch, and what's that dude's name? Oh man, what's his name?
You know I'm gonna get it.
It is Ace, is Mitch, and it's
hold on, I got you just 2 seconds.
What's Cameron's character name?
Give me 2 seconds. Ace, Mitch. Oh man, hold on.
Oh man, I think it starts with an A. It starts with an A or something like that.
Hold on, I got you. Rico.
I said A. What the
Rico.
So Ace, Mitch, and Rico were all sitting down, and they were Rico and Ace. Rico and Mitch were betting, you know, making shots in the trash can, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mitch missed, and he was like, "Well, you owe me X amount of dollars."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Hey man, why don't you, just I don't got no money on me, just just get it to him." He was like, "Nah, I ain't playing with y'all, trash can games." He was like, "Well, you ain't getting no soy sauce, no rib tips, no fried rice, no nothing until you get my money."
That's right.
Right?
That's
right. So the Most High was like, you ain't winning nothing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not with you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna prosper until you get this thing up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. That's how the way the Most High carried it. So Joshua had to do something about it. He was like, hey, we're just at the beginning of our journey. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stop here. And someone has to pay for the 36 people that were killed in battle that shouldn't have been killed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Keep reading.
Verse 13. Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, this is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thine enemies until you take away the accursed thing from among you.
So he's telling them what the Most High is telling. He's telling the people what the Most High is telling them, right? Let's keep going.
Verse 14. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes. And it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And the family which the Lord shall take shall come by households. And the household which the Lord shall take shall come man by man.
Right. All right. So he's setting them tribe by tribe, family by family, man by man, and he's going to investigate them thoroughly. I don't know if anybody's ever been investigated, whether either by Esau or by the men up here in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Where something went wrong, and then you're investigated thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me this. So tell me the story.
Mm-hmm.
The story gets started told, right? And then it's broken down. Okay, well, what happened here? Okay, I understand over there. Now break it down here. Okay, right. All right, now break it down here. Now what was happening over here? Now stop right there. Before you get there, what happened right here?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And each piece is broken down and investigated thoroughly. If anybody's ever been through that in here, man, that's something like even if that had nothing to do with you, you was just called into it and you had to give your accounts of what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
and that part is like, man, okay.
Yep.
So boom. You know what I'm saying?
But that's so boom.
So yeah. So he's going through how the way the Most High tell him to investigate it, right? So let's keep reading. We ain't gonna get through all the examples I have. I read.
Good night. Verse 15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire.
Shall be burnt with fire.
That's it.
Keep going.
Shall be burnt with fire. He and all that he had.
Damn, he and all that he has. Like, if he had this bottle had to go. You know what I'm saying? This phone, if he had this phone had to go. Man, the Most High wasn't playing.
Right.
Most High never plays.
Right.
Everybody, thinks, it's because of the Christian church, because of this thing right here. I'm too out. Because of this thing right here, you think the Most High, is something to play with.
Right.
The scripture says, because judgment doesn't come expediently, you know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing right now that you can just get away with anything you want to do. Nah. Back then, judgment came expediently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just because it doesn't, Most High says don't smoke. Just because you don't get, emphysema and lung cancer right then and there doesn't mean that it ain't coming. Most High is telling you to stop, to quit. All that's going to come. You know what I'm saying? You have some?
I want to pull a precept.
Yeah, let's get it.
Hold on 1 second. I believe it's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 4.
Let's hear it.
If I may. All right. It's a precept from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5 and verse 4. For all our, just for all our people. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go.
The Lord is long suffering. Now, what does that mean that the Lord is long suffering? He's allowing you, because of Christ, he's allowing you to get your stuff together. He's allowing you. I seen y'all brothers out there in Baltimore, and it was a real moment where the sister came up and let y'all know that, like, in the past she's had an abortion. Also, Gazak was like, the Lord forgives you because you didn't know no better. This is that long suffering that the brother just brought out. You didn't know no better. The Lord forgives you. Now that you know better, you bet not go down that same road anymore.
Damn right.
This is that long suffering. This is the patience that the Most High is exuding over you.
Yep.
Don't do that thing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got your child's father on child support. Take them off. Take them off. That's extortion, according to the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about leaving your man? You thinking about leaving your woman just because she nagging you? You know what I'm saying? Just because she don't cook the way you want her to cook? Just because she talk a little bit too much? None of these reasons are right to put your woman away. None of them. Educate her. You know what I'm saying? You humbled her. That is your woman according to the Most High God for life.
That's right.
None of these reasons are reason enough to put her away. None of them. This is the Most High, showing long suffering for you.
Right.
Don't let him be like, you know what, I'm done. Don't let that happen. Because when that happens, you know what I'm saying, that's when judgment comes speedily. You know what I'm saying? That's when you just can't get over that cough no more. That's when you're healthy against everything but a damn bumblebee sting, and all of a sudden you just can't get away from bumblebees. Mm-hmm. Bumblebees are just showing up everywhere in a damn plane. You worried about the plane falling over, but there's a bumblebee. The only thing that can kill you is laying right above your head. Mm-hmm. Someone brought it in and they carry on, and now it's out and it's about to sting your ass. Mm-hmm. You understand the Most High can get you in any way possible, right? And you go into anaphylactic shock. See, I know some big words. That was pretty big. You know what I'm saying? you go into some shock. You go into shock, and you 30,000 feet in the air over water. Yep. And there's no way to get you some help. So you dying slowly. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Yep. And that's because you want to piss the Most High God off. All right. Just do what he tells you to do. That's it. That's it. Just do what he tells you to do. So, like, you had something?
I believe what I was going to say. That slipped my mind halfway through. But you know how the saying go, Christians, because we just so far removed from how the Lord really get down. Like how we going to Joshua, and we so far removed from really understanding. Even to this day, seeing that same judgment take place with these things on the earth. But how Christians say, if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, God strike me down now. Mm-hmm. And since God ain't strike me down now, that means I'm not lying. That means that I'm in the safe zone. That means surely I'm covered through the blood of Christ. You see, I just said, if I'm lying, God strike me now. No worry, the Lord is long suffering. Someone gonna get struck down. It might be your wig. It might be your lace front. It might. It might, you know what I mean?
Hey, sisters. You know what I mean? I don't know where this came from. I don't know where this came from, but even back in the day, sisters used to not really wear wigs. They would have, the chemicals in their hair and it would make it, a certain way. Mm. You know what I'm saying? I came with an era where they had the finger waves, you know what I'm saying? But it was their hair.
It was a good era.
You know what I'm saying? It was their hair. Yeah. And everybody, want to wear wigs and weaves and all this stuff. Like, yo.
Granted, it's too wild, but
is it? Yeah. Is it? Is it? Like, do you know how beautiful y'all's hair is? That's the point. Like, no, dead ass. You know how beautiful, like your hair is alive. It stands up. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to put chemicals in it to lay it down, to kill it. You know what I'm saying? How the way y'all hair. I just love it when I see a sister. You know what I'm saying? I know, and it's actually it takes maybe a little more effort to get it, to where it is. But I just love a woman with like the big afro. You know what I'm saying? The big fro where you just it's like almost like a halo. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Almost like a halo. Yeah. And if it has some curl to it, nigga, shit, slack it. Let me calm down. Mm-hmm. Let me calm down. Where are we at? Are we scripture?
Going back to what you had in Joshua.
All right, let's hear that. Let's hear where we are.
For the top of verse 15, the book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 15. Uh-huh. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, and he and all that he have, because he have transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he have wrought folly in Israel.
And because he had wrought folly in Israel. You hear what he's saying? One man did this. Now the whole of Israel has to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? 36 was about 30 something fathers couldn't come home. 30-something brothers couldn't come home. 30-something husbands and sons and uncles and cousins couldn't come home because of what one man did. Let's keep reading. We ain't gonna get through this. Goddamn, it's 8 o'clock. It's like it.
Verse 16. And Joshua rose up early in the morning and brought Israel by their tribes. And the tribe of Judah was taken. Verse 17.
Because the Most High told him to do it by tribe, family by family, man by man. That's how you're gonna root it out, right? Just keep going.
Verse 17. And he brought the family of Judah, and he took the family of the Zerites, and he brought the family of the Zerites man by man, and Zabdiah was taken. Verse 18. And he brought his household man by man, and Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdiah, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, was taken. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I pray thee, glory to the Lord God of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done. Hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done.
So he's saying, hey, just confess to the Most High God. He knows what's going on. We're so far removed right now, from the Most High God. Like we think he's a fairy tale. We'll lie in the face of priests and prophets. When I say we, I'm talking about Israel and as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because there's brothers and sisters that come up to the camp and say things. They know that's not true, and then the brother that's up there speaking will say something that speaks to their core. You know what I'm saying? To their soul, and they cannot escape it. Why do you think that sister was up there crying? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that sister was up there spilling her guts? Because someone said something that was true and hit home to the core, where she just couldn't deny it. You know what I'm saying? Now some people will when that truth hits them, some people will submit to what's being said, what's being told, and they'll acknowledge the message. And then some people will fight like it's no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Some people will fight like it's no tomorrow. I remember the video of the sister that had a problem with the abortion sign. You know what I'm saying? And she kept saying, every week I come by and I see this damn abortion sign, and I got to see this because of the abortions that she did. And she was sick and tired of it at that point. She battled Captain Mashak, whatnot. You remember that?
Yep.
She battled Captain Mashak about that thing, and I remember Captain Mashak was saying he saw her a few months or a few years later, looking like she was, why? Okay, so let me rewind that part a little. After she battled Captain Mashak, it seemed that she had received the message that Captain was bringing out. That's what it seemed. A few years, fast forward to a few months to a few years later, he said he seen her and looked like she was on death's door. I've never seen her before. I've been in the camp for a number of years. Been out on that corner for years. I've never seen her before. So that video happened before I had came into that camp, and I've never seen her before. A lot of times when people be battling us, we see them. You know what I'm saying? We see them how they're going, whether they progress or whether they regress. When that time when Captain Shock said he's seen her, I've never seen her from that point on. I'm not saying, all I'm saying is she got a message to never do that thing again. And the next time Cap said he seen her, he said she was knocking on death's door. And I haven't seen her ever. You had something, Brock?
You got a comment online.
Let's hear it.
Rosemary Robinson said, I really feel empowered listening to you guys, but a lot of the times I feel like we aren't doing enough because the same thing day after day keeps happening to our people. It can become frustrating. I just need some very wise counsel.
What city are you in?
And this is Rosemary Robinson.
Rosemary Robinson. What city are you in? Just type in the chat what city you're in. We're going to get you We're gonna get you some counsel. Now, unfortunately, Salaki, where's that scripture? Man, give me the scripture where it says, I come not what Christ is saying. I believe it's in Matthew.
Christ said what?
Christ is saying,
she in Chicago, by the way.
She in Chicago? Where Christ is saying, I come not to. I'm paraphrasing, but he's saying I come to set a sword, set at variance. Mother against daughter, son against father. Give me that real quick, if you could, Baba Kashai. She says she's in Chicago. All right, real quick. I'm gonna get you something.
And I got it when you're ready.
You got it ready? Lightning. If y'all don't know,
Shalom.
If y'all don't know, we have names that are given to us. You know what I'm saying? And it's in Hebrew, but in translation, it means something else.
That's right.
Barak means lightning.
Shalom.
Barak means lightning. Now that could be, given in a whole bunch of different contexts.
Yeah, right.
And right now, the context that we're giving it is how fast you can get a precept. Lightning fast.
Damn right.
Go get that if you could for me, Baba Shah.
We had the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
So he says, I have come to set at variance, which means against. You know what I'm saying? A fight. That's what variance means. You know what I'm saying? A struggle against his father. Keep going.
And the daughter against her mother.
And the daughter against her mother.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Any more?
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
And the foes, your enemies, you know what I'm saying? Your ops will be the ones in your own household. Now, if that's what colors are those words?
Red.
Red. Now, who talks in red according to the Bible?
That would be Christ.
That's Christ. And we're supposed to be followers of Christ. We're supposed to be doing what he says. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now,
right.
when that's being said, think of the Christian church. Who hates the Christian church?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who fights in the house of Christian church because of what's going on in the Bible, what they're exuding from the Bible, what they're following? They're trying to be Christ-like in the Bible. Nah. But in here, you get uninvited from from family gatherings. You can't see nieces and nephews. Right. Parents don't mess with you because you say I'm not celebrating Mother's Day. I'm not celebrating Father's Day. I'm not celebrating Christmas.
Right.
I'm not buying you nothing for your birthday. I'm not doing none of that stuff because God said not to do it.
Right.
They throw you out the house for that.
Yep.
Brothers and sisters in the school have been thrown out the house and hated because they said they're not going to celebrate Christmas.
Yep.
They say they can't see their grandkids. They say they can't see their nieces and nephews.
Yep.
because they celebrate Passover.
Right.
Which is coming up in April 12th in Atlanta. Wakanda. For lack of better words, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where black people come to congregate and everything like that. But Christian church doesn't have any of that. Christian church doesn't describe what we just read that Christ said was going to happen and was going to happen to the people who actually follow him. You know what? Who that describes? That describes the I.S.U.P.K.
Damn right.
That doesn't describe any other fake Israelite group.
Damn right.
Because all those other groups, they love them. They love them. But they hate the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge because we're actually doing what the Most High said to do. We're actually doing what Christ taught.
Damn right. I
want to give you the number to Chicago. The number for Chicago is 708-794-6484. I'm going to say it again. 708-794-6484. You call that number, You call that number and you get locked in. You know what I'm saying? You get locked in with the priests and the prophets that are already out there. You know what I'm saying? You get locked in with the Midwest Monster of Mayhem.
That's
Man,
it.
that's a hell of a name, man.
Damn right. Damn right.
That's a hell of a name. You know what I'm saying? Captain
Right.
Mao card out there. The Midwest Monster of Mayhem.
Right.
I don't know who coined that, but man, that's a hell of a name. And all the brothers out there that that is putting in the work. Putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? You said you need counsel. Most high in Christ that you actually realize that. Because a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians refuse to, even acknowledge that we need help.
Right.
But to even say it, I'm giving you a pathway to actually get that help. You know what I'm saying? Not only can you you can call day and night to get that counsel, but there's an actual school that you can actually go to and sit physically in a class and get all your answers, all your questions answered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In real time.
That's right.
So Lord allow
in a real way.
In a real way. Answered by real niggas.
That's right.
That graduated from real nigga university.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I'm gonna read that number again just so that you can have it. All right. So I'm gonna read that number again. I'm just giving you some time to write it down or type it in your phone so that you can call it and and get plugged into the system that's already in full force in Chicago, right? That number is 708-794-6484. All right. And if you are Lord, come to the Passover. If you see me, come up and see me. Come up and say something to me. You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear from anybody and everybody that's out there. Come to the Passover, Lord's 56th annual Passover. You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear from anybody and everybody that's out there. Let's keep going.
We left off at. I had to no, that was it on that precept.
Okay. Go back to Joshua 7.
All right. We left off at verse 21.
All right, let's keep going.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 21. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment.
So he saw amongst the spoils the goodly and See now, I'm adding on other stuff, that we ain't gonna get to. Saul did the same thing. Saul did the same thing. He was told he was the first king of Israel. And he was told to wipe out the Amalekites. You know what I'm saying? He told him to wipe them out. Their, the people, their clothes, their sheep, all their goods. Wipe them out. If he would have followed that order, we would not have the so-called Jewish man. We would not have the small hats here today.
Right.
We would not have the small hats here today. And the reason why he was given that order to do that, because them cowards, as we were leaving up out of Israel, out of Egypt, them cowards were as we were passing their land, they didn't come in and fight us, head on, because all of our fighting men was up front. We had the sick, the elderly, the infirmed. They were in the back. And as we were passing, they waited for all the fighting men to leave, and they attacked the weak, the elderly, and the infirmed in the back, in the rear, and they killed all a bunch of the people that was back there. Even though the people who could have destroyed them passed them, didn't say nothing to them, went about our business. They went in the back and destroyed us. Most High, because of his long suffering, he was like, I remember what y'all did, and told Saul to go ahead and handle that business. Why? Because the scripture says, prepare slaughter for the children for the iniquities of their fathers. That was happening to them. Now, if Saul would have actually followed through with the orders, Kyrie Irving would have had to apologize.
Right.
What's the name? Nick Cannon would have had to apologize, tuck tail, and say, I'm sorry to people who are claiming his heritage. Kanye West would have lost $1 billion. None of that would have happened if Saul would have just did what he was told to do.
Mm-hmm.
Saul, at that point in time, was a member of the bitch nigga university, Salakia. So the BNU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it like that, of the BNU. Now we have to deal with these bastards because of what Saul refused to do. And you know what Samuel did? A prophet? He was like, oh, okay, give me a sword. Someone give me a sword. Give me that sword.
Mm-hmm.
And went and took and hacked the king away. Hacked the Amalekite king away. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
If Saul would have done his job, Samuel wouldn't have had to do that. Saul might have still had the kingdom at that point in time. But the kingdom was rent away according to the Most High God. Let's keep going because
you got a question online.
All right, let's hear it.
It's off topic though.
Let's hear it.
Shell asks, did y'all see on TT about this brother getting into an argument with a white woman and a white man attacked the brother from behind, the brother attacked back and knocked the white guy down. He hit his head. He died. The brother's name was Trevor Moses.
I seen that. And so I seen that video. And have you seen it?
No.
It was a back and forth. The brother with some Edomite woman, and of course the Edomites was just all over the place. And the brother was straight up just, you know what I'm saying? He was saying he's probably because the video didn't have any sound on it.
Mm-hmm.
He most likely was cutting him deep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see some old Edomite, walking back and forth and back to the brother like he wasn't doing nothing. And then he must have said something that struck a chord. And he went and attacked the brother. He, like I said, he was in back of him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in back of him, and the brother defended himself and struck him down. Like, I don't know. Lord allow, I will never become one of them old people that think that I'm young.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Think I still got it.
Right.
I saw another video where these two old brothers, was fighting a young brother, and they got their ass knocked out too. Right. I pray to God, let me stay in my lane. If I need to, Lord be with me. You know what I'm saying? If I need to, Lord be with me. Right. If not, dude, let's just talk our stuff and just go about our business. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the Edomite, snuck on him, stole on him. And the brother, was like, oh, okay. It didn't put me down. Now I'm going to put you down. He just defended himself.
Right.
That brother defended himself.
Yep.
That's what happened. He defended himself, and the Edomite, the Most High was not with that Edomite. He was like, I know what you've been doing, and I'm tired of your ass. Mm. I don't want you to be on this earth no more. Right. Not in that body.
Right.
So I'm a have some demon to come on you and say that, hey, you can kick this black man's ass, knowing that you can't. So go ahead, when he's not looking, go ahead and punch him. Punch him and try and keep punching him, but you're gonna win. Knowing full and well he ain't gonna win. Just let you know, something like that has happened. There's an account of that in the Bible. There's an account of that in the Bible. The Most High said, I want this king dead. And it was the Israelite king. He was like, I want this Israelite king dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a council amongst his angels.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the angels was like, hey, what if I tell him he can go into battle and he can win? And then when he goes into battle, he'll lose. He was like, you know what? I like that. Most High was like, I like that. Go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he went, worked his magic, told the king that the Most High wanted dead.
Mm-hmm.
Told him like, hey, if you go into battle, you're gonna win. All you gotta do is do this, this, and this. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go into battle and I'm gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
And glory is gonna be upon my name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go into battle and I'm gonna go and do this, this, and this. And then he got smoked.
All right.
Done deal. Done deal. That's exactly what happened with that incident. Brother was defending himself because the demon told him he could beat that brother. Like, if you see the two people, there's a reason why he had to sneak on them. You know what I'm saying? There was a reason. It was a reason. But I pray that I answered your question. Anything else?
You too. All
right, let's keep reading. Yeah, you know what? Stop. Just to let you know, he went. He told on himself because he was like, the jig is up, right? They went and investigated where he said he hid it. They found everything that he took, and they took it and put it in a pit. They put him in a pit. They put his goats in a pit. They put his daughter, his wife. They put his sons. They put his family in a pit, and they burn and his tent and his clothes and all his belongings, the Babylonian garment, the wedge of gold, everything that he took, everything that he owned, everything that was to his name, anything that was in his household. That includes sons, daughters, wives.
Mm-hmm.
They put them in a pit and they burn them. And they burn them. Why? Because he was a graduate of BNU.
Shalom.
He was a graduate of BNU. Do you understand what these people were doing? They were cleansing the land and taking over the land. Why would you risk any of that for a wedge of gold and a garment?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you? You're about to make 100 times that. Your family is going to be set up for life. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show you, like, you know what I'm saying? People, brothers in here who are fighting demons, because everybody's fighting demons.
All right.
Everybody's fighting demons, whether you're in here or you're not. But the brothers I'm talking about specifically in here, the brothers that are fighting demons, do you understand what you're fighting against? Let me put it to you this way. The things that you do in here, you're setting yourself up for eternity.
Yep.
Do you understand that? You're setting yourself up for eternity. You will always have power. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know how you say there's a conspiracy theory that says all the presidents are related. You ever heard that?
Yes, I have, actually.
You know what I'm saying? So
Bushes and Obama.
Yeah, they're all related somehow, some way, in the same family. Just imagine you belong to that family and your number could be called. But you want to deal with, not you, but I'm saying you want to deal with white women, or you want to deal with getting high. You want to deal with being a drunk. You want to deal with being a whoremonger, throwing away your sisters. Something that will get you put out of the Most High's kingdom. Do you understand that you can have power for eternity? Something that you can pass down to your lineage and have them hold it until you come back. And then they pass it right back to you.
Yep.
The government of 144,000 is going to stand forever.
That's right.
And the things that you do right now, right here, in this kingdom, this wicked kingdom, will set you and your lineage, your line up forever.
That's right.
So next time you want to get high, next time you want to pop a whore, next time you want to you know, you become a drunkard. Next time you want to have a ham sandwich.
Right.
Next time you want to go to a seafood boil.
Right.
You think about that.
That's right.
You think about that. And whether you want to be a BNU or RNU, drop that. Right. Get me. Oh, I said, you know, they got burned alive, right? Yeah. Is there something else?
No, I was looking at check in.
Where do I want to go? Do I want to go to Moses or I want to go to
we in the spirit of Passover. Might as well go Moses.
Well,
I ain't even hear the second option.
The second option is man, what's that, bro? What's that dude's name? That dude. Either Moses or Nabal. What you want to do?
On topic, Moses.
On topic,
like
Moses?
both of them on top. But I think Moses might have. What does a real man look like? Dude. Moses.
No, because it's David too.
I don't know.
What you want to do? All right, let's go, Moses. Let's go Exodus 18 and 13. Let's go Exodus 18 and 13. Let's see if we can get through this.
All right, Exodus 18.
Exodus 18 and start at verse 13.
The book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people. Mm-hmm. And the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening.
All right, so what's up?
So, Lockie, if I may, the first thing I heard as soon as I read this verse, for everybody that want to feel like you just, you know, is not supposed to be told anything. The key word literally says, if I may read it again, it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people.
Only God can judge me, huh?
Moses sat to judge the people. Salakia. Moses sat to judge the people. And the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening.
Yeah. People say only God can judge me, but they go to court and told they need to pay $673 a month. Yep. Ain't that a judgment?
Yep.
Ain't that a judgment? That's a judgment of me. You know what I'm saying? You go to the court, go to family court, and say only God can judge me. You can't tell me nothing, Your Honor. You can't tell me nothing. And see what they do. See what they do. That's tough. That's tough. So Moses sat, you know, all day and he was judging the people, and the people were coming to get judged. They wasn't saying only God could judge me. That's the book of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 8, verse 23. The book of Tupac. Mm. That's what that is. Only God could judge me. Keep reading.
And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening?
He was like, man, what you doing, man? You gonna burn yourself out from morning to evening? All these people, you doing this by yourself? Let's keep reading.
Verse 15, and Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God.
So he says, because the people come unto me to inquire unto God. This goes right into the thing that Most High only deals with one man at all, at one time. That's it. So he's saying he's doing this because they come to inquire me of God, right? Understandable. Let's keep reading.
Verse 16, and when they have a matter, they come unto me. And I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of God and His laws.
Right. All right. Okay. So they have an issue, and someone needs to be the mediator, right? Of an issue. So they're coming for a council, and right now, General Muhammad is at council. So if anybody has an issue, you know what I'm saying, and they can't figure it out amongst themselves, they go to General Muhammad, like, hey, look, this is our issue. This is our issue. One says says what they need to say. The other party says what they need to say. If there's some other investigation that needs to be done, Jeremiah does it, and then he renders a judgment, just like what Moses does. Right? You have some?
So like I was gonna say, like this how we say in the UPK when we be like, man, we hate what the Lord hates and we love what the Lord loves. Like when it says like really perfect how you just said it, like you got a matter, you saying something, this person says something. Moses, like talking about what a real man is in the first place and what it looks like. Moses not only just judged the matter, but he also keyed in on said, and I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws, meaning Moses ain't judging this matter based off what he thinks.
Exactly.
He's basing it off the spirit of the Most High and the statutes and laws that he gave us. Like I just screenshotted that and put it in my precept book. Just now. I ain't gonna lie, confession get but it's so I just screenshotted that and put it in my precept book because that's a clean cut precept to understand like the counsels that we get, rather it be marriage counsel, like you just said from Judah Muhammad, or rather it be a trespass that you have, or rather it be an art that you may have, with another brother or another sister. It's always best to judge that matter. A real man, a real priest, is always best to judge that matter with the spirit of the Most High, educate, counseling in that manner. So
Yep, exactly. It's always best to hear the issue and then put it against, the law. Open up the book of the law and see what the law has to say. Now you render your judgment based off that. I'm too wild. The water. So that's exactly what's going on here. So he's telling his father-in-law that this is what he's doing, right? Let's keep reading.
Verse 17, and Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
Now, why is he saying that?
Question.
The reason why he's saying that what you're doing is not good, even though it is good, but he's saying it's not good. Basically, he's saying it's because how many people left Egypt? It was around 600,000 men. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not including the women. That's not including the children.
Mm-hmm.
600,000 men. So it was a whole ton of people that he had to govern. So the reason why he's saying it's not good to do, because he shouldn't be doing it all alone. He should not be doing it all alone. Just like there's municipal courts, there's superior courts, there's county, there's federal courts, and then there's the Supreme Court. Even the Supreme Court, there's Supreme Court of the state. There's state Supreme Courts before it even gets to the federal, national Supreme Court. So there's a whole bunch of different layers that goes until you get to the very last final thing. What he's saying is Moses should be the very last final thing.
That's right.
And there should be a whole bunch of layers that should be taken into account before it even gets all the way up into him.
Right.
That's why he's saying it's not good for him to do this, right? Keep going.
Verse 18, thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. And, thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
So he's saying, man, you're gonna waste away. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna burn yourself out. Put some layers into it. You know what I'm saying? Where people can make some judgment. Who knows the laws? You know what I'm saying? Before it even gets to you, and if they can't figure this thing out, then it comes up to you. Right? Keep going.
Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God.
So right here, why am I bringing this out? Because even Moses, you know what I'm saying, the man, the prophet, the man, the myth, the legend, who brought us up out of Egypt, who led us up out of Egypt, needed some help. And he got some counsel from someone he actually trusted. You know what I'm saying? And he took that counsel and brought it to the book of, the law. He was like, hey, should I? What he's saying is this right? He wouldn't, he could have went and asked, hey, the Most High, like, hey, what he's saying is this good? Should I do this thing? That's what men do.
Right.
That's what men do. They get counsel.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just just go off of the things that they experience. Some of the things they experience is right, but if you don't have a basis, a guideline on what those experiences are, you can't make the right decision. And the way you make a right decision is you go to the man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You go seek a camp leader, someone who has been through these things. You know what I'm saying? And have been taught the proper way to handle some of these things.
Right.
You go to them and ask them, hey, this is because there's been times where I'm thinking something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I think I should do this. This sounds real good. I'm in my own head. This sounds real good. I think I should do that. I'm in this bind. I'm in this predicament. I think I should do this because this, and this, and that's the way out, right? And then I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me just go ahead and call Cap. Let me just go ahead and call Cap and run it by him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna go, agree with me because of this, and this. And then I call him, and guess what? Guess what? I know you smiling. I see it. Guess what? When I call him and I lay it down, and I'm thinking he's gonna say, yeah, go ahead, do that. He's like, well, what about this? I'm like, hold on, what you mean? Well, if you do this and this and this, wouldn't it be better? Sounds like it happened to you too.
That was the old smart just now. Every time. Sit there and get to thinking of something you didn't think of. I said, golly.
If you did this and this, wouldn't it be better if you did this? I'm like, hold up. Why did I think of that? That eliminates all this, that mitigates all this. And this is the best way to go.
Right.
You're right, sir. Yeah. Or sometimes I'll lay it out. And I don't want to go this route because this route is hard. This route is easier. So I'm not even, leading into this. I was like, hey, just look over here. You know what I'm saying? Just look over here. Right. We're just going to do this. And it's like, well, what about this? Like, oh, I hope he wasn't going to look over there. Now I can't deny it. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I should have been going over here.
Right.
Should have been going over here.
What was I thinking?
Yeah, what was I thinking? I was trying to get over on a fast one.
Right.
But that's real men right there. Going to get counsel from men who are better than them. I remember I said that one time and he was like, who's better than you? Someone told me because I was like, I was going to do this and that, but I asked, men who's better than me. He was like, who's better than you? Why would you say that? Like, that's something that that's a folly right there. There's always someone better than you. And it's crazy because we teach each other like, hey, there's always someone bigger and badder than you. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to something like, something doing something better, and like they would always say, well, who's better than you? Like, nigga. Yes, there are men better than me. And I go to them for advice. Why? Because they're better than me. That's one of the reasons why we wear all black for as long as we do. Some brothers have to wear it a little longer than other brothers, but we all have to get it all black. Why? Because we have to realize that someone's better than us. And we have to take our cues from them in order to get where we are right now.
That's right.
It's 8:30. God. Where are we?
We left off at Exodus.
Exodus, yeah. I told you I had at least two more. You know what I'm saying? I had the what was it? It's not Laban. It's
about the other one you was about to go into?
Yeah.
I had that one to talk about Moses, and he's about to talk about the fool. Nabar. It was in Nabal.
Nabal.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Let's keep reading this.
Verse 20. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, in the work that they must do.
What were you?
That was Exodus 18 and 20.
Okay. And you shall teach them ordinances and laws. So basically, he's training up the men who's going to the layers. He's training them up, right? Keep going.
Verse 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds and rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s.
So this is where we get our ranking structure from. You know what I'm saying? Officers of 50, officers of 500, officers of 1,000, officers of 5,000, captains of 10,000, captains of 13,000 generals. You know what I'm saying? This is where we get our ranking structure from. And it's not just anybody who can get these ranking structures. You know what I'm saying? It's able men such as to fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them. You know what I'm saying? So this is a thing that we, that was established back when we got up out of Egypt, that we're still doing to this day. We're still doing to this day. You have something?
No.
We're still doing to this day. All right. And this is what Moses had raised up so that he didn't have to bear, burn out what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Him attending to the people himself, where he could have place layers and whatnot. Go from, the regular court, local court, to the superior court, to, the high court, what do you call it? The Supreme Court, state Supreme Court, and then, federal Supreme Court and whatnot. That's basically, I'm putting it in terms of what, this kingdom has. But we had established that thousands of years ago. Right? So somebody had suggested it to him, and he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to do that. Right? Let's keep reading.
Verse 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as verse 22. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
Right, and they shall bear the burden with thee. I remember once upon a time, it was years ago, and DC had a handful of brothers, and Cap expressed, his desire to do something else, but he couldn't do it because we kept, we wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't there at that level where he wanted us to be. And then one day I looked up, and Cat wasn't here for a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And that I took that as a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? I took that as a sense of we're so good at what we're doing. He raised us up so well that he was able to do the things that he wanted to do, that he had set forth, and we was able to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? When he was not physically here, we were still able to hold it down when he was not physically here.
Right.
I'm gonna say something Brock ain't gonna like.
Okay.
Just like when Jordan left.
Just
like when Jordan left. And they still went to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? When LeBron left, they left, you know what I'm saying? They lost. They didn't even make the playoffs. But when Jordan left, they made the playoffs, went to the Eastern Conference Final. There's some truth in that. But I mess with him. He ain't laughing now. He ain't laughing now. But anyway, Moses Moses is one of them real niggas, because even when he was doing it all himself, someone gave him a suggestion, and even though he was the head of the nation, he took that suggestion who wasn't over him, and he implemented it, and it's something that we still implement to this day. We still implement to this day. We share the burden. You know what I'm saying? We take so much burden has been on Commander General YAHANNA for decades. You know what I'm saying? He raised up enough brothers where he can do what he needs to do at his level, and all the little things like teaching class, you know what I'm saying, going out to camp, holding food and clothing drives, holding, these interviews, in the world and all this stuff to bring people in, holding debates and whatnot, so that we can actually build this truth and get that number. But right now, all we fight for is that 144. You know what I'm saying? We get that 144,000. That sky crack. You know what I'm saying? That's when the real work begins. Why? Because there ain't gonna be no internet. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no power grid. There ain't gonna be no running, no indoor plumbing. So someone's gonna have to build that stuff up.
Right.
Someone's gonna have to build that stuff up. And if we don't know how to do this stuff right now, you know what I'm saying? Be a nation within a nation. Once this kingdom falls, we up. We next.
Right.
We next.
Damn right.
We got anything else before I close out?
Nope.
All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest Nelson Barak.
We got the security announcements. We the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the word. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation, we got the you got the Feast of Purim. It's the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That's going to be Thursday, March 13th, and Friday, March 14th of this year. You can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Of course, you got the Lord's 56th annual Passover that's coming up, following right after, going down April 12th out there in Atlanta, Georgia. You understand? You want to make sure you get your transportation in order. You understand? It's a $200 fee for all brothers and sisters from the age of 17 and above. $200. You start putting aside the little dollars here and the little dollars there, you're going to be all right. Make sure you contact your camp leaders for any concerns regarding the Passover. This is a mandatory event that Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians must attend. You understand? So you don't want to let the Passover demon take over you. You understand this? Yeah, don't let your finances or your transportation be a thing that holds you up. Go ahead and put your leave request in at your slaveries so that you're able to make it down to Atlanta, Georgia, April 12th. You understand as well? That whole week is a whole week of events. Visit I.S.U.P.K 56th annual Passover page on Facebook. All of the information, addresses, and times are on that page. I.S.U.P.K 56th annual Passover is where you can find all of the information. All right. As well, we got tonight, Commander General YAHANNA going live, 9 p.m. The Black Watch channel. What you want to do is type in the real General YAHANNA on YouTube, and you're going to be able to find it's going live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. You understand the content. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anything that you want to add to that Passover, Black Watch, anything of that nature?
Let's see, Black Watch is no longer Saturdays, on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. as well, 10 p.m. 9 p.m. Say that like that. No, pay a Passover fee. Go to ISUPK.com to pay your Passover fee. Once you pay the Passover fee, $200, save that receipt because you're going to need it once to actually get into the venue, to the events as well. The Passover fee covers the events as well as the Passover. So it's not just the Passover; it covers the events that you have that you're going over there for. The earlier you get your Passover fee in, the more things that can be added on to the Passover event. Just to let you know. The earlier you get it in, the more things that we can add on to it. You know what I'm saying? For instance, it's going to be one of those, cameras, that 360 cameras. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be one of them. That's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? We would have announced it earlier, but you know what I'm saying? Once everybody, you know what I'm saying, gets the Passover fees in, things like that is going to be added. Is going to be free of charge. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say free of charge because it's included in the Passover fee. So get your Passover fee in, and we can add more and more things, you know what I'm saying, that makes the Passover bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's it.
All right, with that, what's that logic, which means to stand?
Brother wants to be a trooper in the school. You said that?
So lock here. Wow, I'm thinking it was the brother in the room too. So lock it. Right? So Remind Akiman Agwati to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you ought to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. And with that, I say Amajin, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Amajin, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Y'all give a top. Class is dismissed. Let's work.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior YAHANNA.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahweh Shah, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.